We are live. Good evening, dear friends and lovers of freedom, anywhere you are in the world. We are reaching to you live from the office of our able barrister and attorney at law, Barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor. Today we are coming to you from the stables of Umuchukwu Writers, and we want to get a brief from him. Our leader was recently, a few days ago, granted bail and discharged. He wasn't granted bail anyway, he was discharged of all the charges against him and was asked to leave the facilities of the DSS. And today, our lawyer went to obtain the judgment from the appeal court. So we would like to hear from him, at least to get a briefing from him on the issue relating his immediate release. Thank you very much, Barrister, and good evening. Biafrans want to hear from you.
Thank you, Biafrans all over the world. I promised before now that we were going to keep people in touch and updated as to development going forward. However, first of all, let me appreciate the entire effort of Agwacha, who has always been here, following up and down to ensure that people are aware, keep abreast of what's going on regarding the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Of course, we are aware that this judgment was delivered on 13th of October. That was last week, Thursday. So, and we were the first to access this judgment today. The citizens of the judgment, we were the first to have access to it today. And same has been served on the Attorney General of the Federation and also the Director General of the SSS. I just left here not quite long ago. And today was the first time we are formally bringing this development, good news to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and he was so happy to hear about the development. So, and I had an extensive discussion with him, and also we explained to him quite exhaustively, comprehensively about the implication of the judgment. So, and today I even have opportunity of looking at judgment once again. So, for those who may not understand or who are still talking about acquittal and discharge, what was granted in that judgment is more fortifying than acquittal in the real sense of it, because the court directed that apart from discharging Onyendu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and consequently striking out the remaining 7-count charge, which automatically brought to an end the charge under reference, the court made a specific pronouncement and direction order that neither the lower court, that is the Federal High Court, nor any other court in Nigeria will have the jurisdiction to entertain any further charge against Nnamdi Kanu, any further charge or indictment against him. So it has taken care of the entire thing. So if they proceeded to go and find another charge tomorrow under any form of any guise, Nnamdi Kanu will not stand any trial again. In fact, the effect of the judgment is that he cannot stand trial again in Nigerian court again. So, and the federal government have no option to release him. However, we are not talking about Nnamdi Kanu's freedom because he has been granted freedom. What we are talking about is time and days it will take us to get him out, which is almost at hand. And we will continue to tell the world, keep Umuchineke abreast of our undertakings and our strategies and our steps we are taking towards bringing him out. But the critical part of the strategy may not be disclosed to enable us achieve what we are planning to achieve. But be assured that Onyendu will be out any moment from this time I'm speaking to you. Will be out. But when he will be out, I will not disclose to the public. But we will hear from him in no distant time. Because the federal government of Nigeria, on the authority of the judgment of the Court of Appeal, has no other further option to explore in this case. Their options has been closed. The only option available to them now is to do the honorable thing by allowing Nnamdi Kanu to live where he is now. And as it stands today, there is no order of court justifying the further detention of Nnamdi Kanu from that Thursday, 13th of October to date. So he's now being held illegally, he's now being held unconstitutionally in the custody of the DSS. So that, and no court, whether magistrate or high court or federal high court in Nigeria, will issue order again to justify his detention. That's the worst part of it. Because by virtue of this judgment of the Court of Appeal, all courts in Nigeria have been divested, whether the high court or the magistrate court, of jurisdiction to entertain charge, receive complaint, or any indictment whatsoever against Onyendu Nnamdi Kanu. That's the worst part of it. So the option available to the federal government of Nigeria now is to release him. And today we have served in the relevant the court. We have served in the court order, also served in the court judgment. By tomorrow, we are taking a very serious legal process against them. By 11, 12 o'clock, we're going to call a press conference to bring the press, and also Agbocha will be also there, hopefully. So, but I may not say it here, because that measure we're going to take to explore tomorrow or thereabout will be very, 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 very aggressive within the legal precinct we operate. So, and at this point in time, I want to assure you that Onyendu is happy. I want to assure you that Onyendu's exit from the custody of the SSS is imminent. By time and hour is what I cannot be able to state here. Even if it's available to me, I will not state. I will make it public for reasons best known to me and also to Mochineke. Because I've said this thing before now. Not if you go or balance statement. Cable say Babaloko. When you na go Mochineke bona, I am going to marry Abugon Kai. But I'm not so. I am not how okay, so about my language. So the victory is ours. I am proud to tell Mochineke now. The victory is what? Ours. And there's some two words about it. Because now can't doesn't care. Ima, only here can many now your man said because similar fine. And I better plan ask because similar fine. Upon the man, I will not beg anybody to do anything. It is the order of court, and that order must be obeyed. I have no option. So, thankfully, I've said it before now, President of the country, Buhari, has said sometime in the past, several declared that he doesn't want to interfere in the judicial process.
Yes, I was coming to that. I was waiting for you to land. I wanted to ask you, a few months ago, some traditional leaders, Igbo elders, and some religious leaders and opinion holders and some politicians in the entire Igbo land came and went to the President of Nigeria, Major General Muhammadu Buhari, and they pleaded for him to release their son, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, to him. And even when he visited Imo State, he insisted, even the same thing, he said the same thing when he visited Ebonyi State. He insisted that he was not going to interfere in the process of court, that he was going to leave it to the court to decide the fate of Nnamdi Kanu. Now that the court has decided the fate of Nnamdi Kanu by discharging him of all the charges and then telling the federal government, the executive, not to take him to any other court, or not that no other court can entertain any charges against him in Nigeria. Why are they not releasing him, or why are they not taking it in good faith when this is all they've been waiting on? Or is there any other court that they are waiting except this very one that has given us this very judgment?
The law is settled. Let me say this to you. Thankfully, kudos to the President of the country, President Muhammad Buhari, for his declarations and for believing in rule of law. Because we are made to understand that he believes in rule of law. So then that we come to him right now. Let him act on the basis of the order of the Court of Appeal. You see, one thing about what you should know about this, the recent judgment of the Court of Appeal, is that this is not an order or judgment of High Court or Federal High Court. It's a judgment of Court of Appeal. And I don't think, and I don't want to believe that now they've been formally served. Because from that Thursday till date, they don't know how we are the people to first obtain the status of the judgment of the Court of Appeal. Now they've been formally charged, and the DAG SSS was formally charged. I wanted to make some noise there today. And I told you I would dance naked today.
Yes.
But maybe by tomorrow I'll show them my style. So we have to drag them. We'll go to the public and go to the office to make sure that needful is done within the legal precinct. But now they've been charged, served with the process filing, with the order of court, order made by court of appeal. they have no option. They will, by tomorrow now, if you are taking any further step, either by initiating committal proceedings against the GSSS and the president of the country, or by filing further legal processes, they will not have any. They will not say they are not aware of the order of the court. Also, I want you to also appreciate the fact that a chief state counsel was in the court on Thursday when judgment was delivered. But let me also assume that they don't have access to the judgment of the court. But today they have access to the judgment because I've served them. Now, what's the only option available to them? Because even if they're going to challenge the judgment of the court, which we have no problem with, do not advise, they consider right, they can exercise it. But the law says that those orders, there's a declaration by the court that must obey. There are plenty of authorities in that regard that said you cannot be in contempt of court order and be seeking equitable remedy from the Superior Court. They cannot indulge you. The Supreme Court will ordinarily ask you to go and obey that order of court. If the authority from that, Chukwuemeka Odumegwu against the Lagos State government. We also have recent case of against FRN. You can't be in court in the content of court order and be asking Supreme Court to assist you to accept the appeal. No, you must go and obey that order. So we are certain that they must obey that order. There's no two ways about it, they must obey that order. And that's the only option available to them. Obey the order, let's go back to Supreme Court. We use our client, we can go back and sort ourselves out. Right? Legally. So, but the order of court must be obeyed. Order of court must be obeyed. There's no two ways about it. I'm not begging them to obey it, they must obey it. It's the order of court. When they kidnap him in Kenya on 19th of June 2021 and 2021, detained him for 8 years, subjected him to all forms of torture and inhuman treatment before he was criminally smuggled into Nigeria and consequently taken to court on 29th of June 2021. He was eventually sent to DSS court facilities for detention on the order of court and obey that order. We challenge that order before the court. The court says it's order. I didn't make this order. Another must be obeyed. Now the Superior Court has countered, set aside the order, set aside the entire judgment, set aside the charge, suck out the charge. So as it stands today, being 17th of October 2022, Onyendum Azeman is being illegally and non-constitutional held in the facility of DSS. Because order detaining him there has been struck out. It was struck out, the order detaining him and the other charge, giving rise to that order, has gone. That charge died on the 13th of October 2022. That was last week. And it was buried around 8:30 in the evening. And the funeral ceremony continues. And so it will not end until further notice. It cannot be called up again. It cannot be resuscitated. It cannot be revived. The child cannot be revived under any form. It can't even revive another charge against him. Court said no, you won't do it. So they must obey that order. Thankfully, let's say they will obey. They won't meddle or interfere with judicial process. We believe him, and also believe the AG Federation, who have formally communicated today. An order was formally given to him. The judgment was also formally served on him. Same is applicable to the GSSS. They will all receive award. They receive award. Last two they receive award. So they will do the honorable thing by complying with court order, because this is a country that operates constitutional democracy, that where rule of law is supreme. So they must obey the order of the court. Certainly know that we're not begging them to obey it. They must obey it. It's a must. I didn't make that order, but the State didn't make that order. It's for order made by their own court. So now the Kanu came to their own court and defeated them. Is it not true? Yes. So that order they made by their own court must obey by them. So you don't have any clarification, or wait till tomorrow. So because tomorrow we are going back to where we come from.
Yeah, thank you very much, Barrister. And people back home and worldwide IPOB want to know, did you see Onyendum Nnamdi Kanu today, and how was the feeling?
Onyendum was exceedingly happy, delighted. In fact, I don't know the adjective I used to describe the man, his happiness today. In fact, as a matter of fact, I sang with him today. We were singing. I told him that I'm the boss today. I'll conduct service today. We were singing. He was so happy. So it's such a fun answer. I don't go to it, but he was happy. You know, just say this, he was happy. So, and I won't say other things, but he's very happy and very happy and expectant of leaving that place any moment from now. I will stop at this. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for your effort.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for your effort, and I must commend you. Commend you for your forthrightness and being here for us all the time. Remember, blessed. Chineke Chukwu gozie unu. Ana mara ka na akụzụ ụmụ ọzọ na-akụzụ ụmụ ọtọ ọzọ na-akwa. So nkwa maya ya send across. Ndị si na send them champagne. Nwata rọkọ ya maka nkwọcha ka nna ahụ wee na-agwa ndị isi okwu. So nwa ife ya na-atụ ịcha mmanya na-aga n'iru. Mmeri ara aṅụrị kwa ya dị enwe na makwa unu na aṅụrị. So go and be happy because if I'm going to go no girl, thank you very much. God bless you.
Thank you very much, Barrister. We really appreciate. We
holy
Umuchukwu writers reaching you live from the office. From the office. Holy. Our ever Barrister.
It's another Savior. Holy.
Umuchukwu writers will be coming to you again live by tomorrow for more briefing on the release of our able leader Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. From here, from now, we're saying goodbye. Thank you very much.